Welcome again. So after exploring the monitoring features in the virtualization world, let's move with the security implementation side. So if you want to implement the security related to the users, so we need to click on the manage option. Here you can see that we find the option security and users. And when we install ESXi 6.7 or any other version, by default a user is created which is called root, and this user having administrative privileges for the management of this whole ESXi virtualization infrastructure. But when we think about our IT team, you know that there are number of team members working in the IT team, and each member have their different job role, and according to the job role we need to assign permission inside the ESXi host. So if you want to create a number of users inside the ESXi environment, so here is the option available. You need to click on the manage button, then you have to go with the users option, and under the security and users option, here is the add user button. Here I can create let's say IT admin, or I can use description option also, admin accounts or admin account option, or here I will configure the password, and then we will go with other user options. Here you can see that as I click on the add button, user will be created over here, and by using this option I can create a number of other users like IT support, it will be used for support team, and having password I need to confirm the password again, and by doing this I can create number of users according to my requirements. And after the creation of these accounts, I can also assign a number of roles according to their job description or according to their team role inside the ESXi infrastructure. So here we have another option related to the roles. Now here you can see that we have few roles inside the ESXi. Number one is administrator, which have full rights, and other one is called anonymous, not logged in. User cannot be granted, as you can assume this users as a guest account which we are generally used in Windows infrastructure, and having no access and no cryptography administrator, read only rights, view only. So there are a number of options, and we can also customize and we also create customizable role as per our own requirement. So if I want to create any other role, I just need to click on the add role button, and here you can see that I have number of options related to the permissions. If I want to create any other role, let's say I can create IT support role, and according to the role, IT support role, and according to the role I can assign a few functions to it. Let's say it will manage let's suppose data store, network connectivity, and it can also see the alarms inside the ESXi infrastructure, and if any other requirement I can add further. So as I click on the add button, here you can see that another role is created, IT support, and I can also create IT engineer or IT administrator or virtualization administrator and assign them customizable permissions, because you know that here we have number of options. If I click on the system side button, here inside the system you can see the permissions, and if I click on the other virtual machine option, here you can see that if I select the virtual machine role number of permission inside the virtual machine here is already mentioned. So you can perform number of tasks related to the security and users domain. And if you want to assign any role to any user, you can also perform these tasks inside the ESXi infrastructure.